What if I told you a brand that you all know, love, and purchase from had a casting call where they made us take headshots holding a checklist of everything they loved and hated about our faces? Story time, because I feel like being bestie today. For context, this was years ago, and I'm gonna give this brand the benefit of the doubt and hope that they're doing more humane things nowadays. One can only hope. I was stoked. This was when I first started modeling in New York City, and I was so excited to go to this casting. I had used these products a million times, and I was just really excited to be there. There was like 60 other beautiful girls who were in line ahead of me, so obviously it was a super long shot. I didn't necessarily think I was going to get the job, but I was just excited to be included. This is a beauty brand, for context. See all the girls in front of me, there's like 7 or 8 makeup counters, and I'm like, oh cool, they're doing shade matches before we take our shots. I turn, they call me up, and what I realized is that they're not doing shade matches. They're actually just taking off your makeup if you had any. Technically, you're not really supposed to wear makeup to a casting call, so this isn't that crazy. But then I see the person that's taking my makeup off checking things off on this list. I'm like, that's interesting. They're with me for a couple minutes, and then they hand me the list, and I get in line to go take my shot. When I tell you, I looked at this list and my heart just like dropped. I've modeled in other cities before, and I've heard that New York obviously is a lot more cutthroat than other industries. Oh my God, like I was not prepared for that. Again, this was a few years ago, so I don't remember exactly everything that was on the list, but I do remember the things that they checked off that they hated about me. One being my eyebrows. I just got my eyebrows laminated, so they look fine right now. But 3 years ago, I hated my eyebrows, so I was like, you know what? We're all on the same page, but why did you have to tell me right now? They said they didn't like my eyebrows. They said I didn't have ageless skin, and they didn't like my freckles. Remember, another thing that was on the list was good before and after, meaning like, do you look the same with and without makeup, or the makeup that you had on coming in? Fortunately, they said they liked my after, whatever that means. I was like, imagine if you were a girl and they said, no, they didn't like it. You didn't look good without any makeup on. Like, jeez. Trust me, I'm the first one to understand that modeling is literally you getting picked for a job based on what you look like. Especially when it comes to beauty, I understand that it's important when they're applying a product to know what your real skin looks like. That totally makes sense. Never have I been to a casting where we had to take photos holding a list of the things that they felt were negative about our appearance. Literally, I was next in line holding up a paper like this for like 3 shots, and then they're like, thanks, we'll let you know. Damn. I can't even tell you how many times since that day I've thought about that list and thought about what they said. I was 24 at the time, and they told me my skin wasn't ageless, and I was like, it's like really left a bad taste in my mouth. And I'm not gonna say the brand, but I'm just gonna say that I hope that they're not still doing that, because that wasn't very nice.